everybody. Welcome to Highlands. Tonight we have non-section action on a Wednesday night. A snowy Wednesday night. The Highlands Golden Rams hosting the Vikings of Apollo Ridge, along with the Dean Mike Choma. This is Mike Pavlik. Ricky Saffer's upstairs. Sparse crowd tonight, but not a fit night out for man or beast, I guess.
Wednesday night basketball, Mike. You're not going to get a big crowd. Why are we here tonight? Well, the number's 22. They shorten the weeks for basketball thanks to football. You get an opportunity to play 22 games. You take advantage of it. Apollo Ridge is nearby. Good school, so we brought him in tonight. And again, the way we played last night, Mike, is let's oil the machine and get ready for Friday.
You know, when they used to play 24 games, they would actually take a section break and play 2 games, have a week and just play non-section games. We don't have that anymore. This is either going to be on a Wednesday or a Saturday. So that's why we're here. Well, the Rams have come in. They've won 9 in a row. 13 out of their last 14. They're rolling right now. And so the question tonight is availability. Mitch Desord and Braden Timmons both went last night with their injuries. What about tonight?
Well, after Mitch's 26-point performance yesterday, I thought he would play, or his father would have to chain him to the bed not to get him out. But they've done a smart thing. They're going to sit him down tonight. That finger's still very tender. Right. Wide chance of getting hit tonight, so he'll sit out tonight. Braden Timmons is available. He's going to go. He's working himself back into shape. But, Mike, I tell you, it was so nice yesterday to have those 7 guys going. Of course, we only had 12 hands because we had 2 guys with 1 bad hand each. But, again, like I said, what a night last night. I thought we played our best game of the year last night against Knock.
I thought we did, too. And on the Apollo Ridge side, Dwayne Brown is not here. He didn't play last night either.
Yeah, and again, he's a big factor. He's basically their best player. And didn't get a reason why. Just we know he's not going to be here tonight. He's not even in the gym.
Oh, we had Knock last night. You have Hampton on Friday, and tonight you have your classic sandwich game. How do you get up for this?
Well, you got a win streak, number 1, okay? Number 2, you got a big game Friday night to prepare for. This helps you. And number 3, don't forget, they beat the crap out of us last year up there. I was so upset with the kids. I kicked the locker. I come out of a sick bed, so I was upset with them, too. I reminded them about that last night, so hopefully they remember. And, again, we get a win tonight.
I'm going to look. Live to tape TV. They had us by 37-15 at halftime.
Ugly. Coach Stosh didn't even go in. I don't blame him.
I wouldn't either. All right, that'll wrap up the pregame show. The Highlands Rams and the Apollo Ridge Vikings, and it's coming right up. Stay tuned.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the busy Apollo Ridge Vikings. They come in 7-7 overall, 1-5 in section. They will start a 6'3" senior, number 1, Roy Galloway. Played against us last year up at Apollo Ridge.
Number 3,
Gavin Baum, 6'2", senior.
5'7" senior, number 4, Dylan Wingard.
5'7" senior, point guard, number 4, Dylan Wingard. 5'9" senior, number 12, Brady Neal.
Number 14, Kyle Fitzroy.
And number 14, Kyle Fitzroy, 6'4" sophomore. Apollo Ridge coached by Matt Gorley, and Kyle Fitzroy played against us last year as a freshman. Did a pretty nice job. Let's see what he can do here this evening at Highlands. Highlands will start number 1, Ryan Boda, a 6-foot junior, averaging 11 points a game. Number 2, Jameson E, senior, 6 foot, up to 19 points a game. He's improved his average by 2 over the last few weeks. Lamar McCamey, 6'3" senior, wears number 5. He'll get a start tonight. He averages 5 points a game. Number 23, the big guy in the middle, 6'3" senior, Levante Martin, coming every 10 points a game. And number 24, R.J. Rigger, a 6-foot junior, averages 6 points a game. And again, the Golden Rams like to keep Mitch Desord out of the lineup, and I think it's a good idea. We mentioned that we have a situation where we have 3 games this week, playing the big one at Hampton on Friday night, and as Mike Pavlik points out, chance of 1 to 3 in snow. That's 1 inch to 3 foot. Is that correct,
That
Mike?
is correct. 1 inch to 3 feet. I've never been wrong.
Well, it depends upon that south, and it keeps creeping up here, so that's just giving me a little scare.
Nah, we're not going to get anything. And we're going to get, you know what we got today? That's about what we're going to get. That's the way it looks now. But they don't know.
Mike Pavlik predicts.
They don't know. I don't do winter weather. I can tell you when it's going to rain and when it's going to stop. I can do that. This stuff, it's not my area of expertise.
And again, Mike, I did not get a reason why we don't have Mr. Brown here tonight to ask a couple questions. He's got a lot of blanks there.
Okay, Dean, referees tonight. I recognize two. I see John Jarocki and Mike Gaffney. Who else do we have?
That is correct. Very good, Mike. And the third one is a personal friend of mine, Joe Strednick. Joe and I went to Myrtle Beach on a golf trip a few years ago. How do you like that?
All right, Joe.
He was a roomie of mine.
How about that? Now they pass it inside. Comes left side now for Wingard. Wingard was the leading scorer in the Vikings game last night. A tough one that they lost to East Allegheny, and they've got themselves in some difficulty trying to get back to the playoffs. Nice job by Galloway with the kiss off the glass, and it's 2-0 Vikings.
And the good news, Joe didn't snore, Mike. He's one of the young referees. We don't have too many of those. We're really hurting for young refs. He's in his 20s.
2 years ago, these two teams played here in Highlands 1. Last year, of course, out at Apollo, not so good. Air ball by Rieger. Galloway the rebound.
We started this way last night, Mike, if you remember.
A knee picks Wingard up. Last night they played, as we mentioned, East Allegheny, losing by 10. There's a shot missed. Loose. And here's the thing. With these games, and we talk about this every year when we have this Wednesday night game in the midst of the season, you never know which team is going to show up. I don't know which Apollo Ridge is coming, and I don't know which Highlands is here.
Well, I want to play good tonight, Mike, to get set the tempo for Friday.
And then there's a lay-in by Lamar McCamey. And the other thing is, too, they've won 9 in a row. You don't want to see a long winning streak go by the boards on a night when you really don't, there's not a lot involved. Nice pass by Wingard, then shot off the glass by Neal is missed, and Knee clears the rebound. Knee back the other way. Kicked it back to Rieger, thought about it, back to Knee. Head fake, drives to the basket. Baseline to McCamey again.
Ooh,
McCamey had it blocked by the youngster Fitzroy, and they call the foul.
Now they're playing a 1-3-1 here, Mike, and you watch. McCamey will play what they call a short corner. He'll have his back to the basket, and we call that the sweet spot. If you can get it down to Lamar, he becomes the point guard. And
Cuz missed everything.
yeah, that was wide.
And Levante couldn't help but laugh at him. Did you see that? Stosh dropped his head. He wasn't as amused. Missed them both.
And he hasn't been a bad foul shooter.
It's leaking lately, though.
Yeah.
Here's Wingard back the other way. Now they kick it back out to Fitzroy. He stops. He pops. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound. Boy, Galloway's got some long arms in there. Missed the shot, and Martin got the rebound. This game's going to be a lot about want to. If Highlands wants to, they'll win this game. I think it's that simple.
Watch McCamey, Mike. If he gets the ball down there, he's going to be the point guard.
Knee for three, drains it from right in front of us.
Yep. We don't need him down there when you got a guy like that can shoot the wing.
5-2 Highlands, their first lead of the night.
And against the 1-3-1, Mike, that's the soft spot there.
Nearly a steal by Rieger, but Vikings able to control it, and they get it across half court. This is Gavin Baum. He was part of the onslaught a year ago.
He learned with that foot, Mike.
Baum on the floor. Oh, with her left hand, missed it. McCamey the rebound. 11 different Apollo Ridge Vikings scored in that game last year. Knee for three.
It was
off the rim. Tipped around, McCamey has it. Hook shot scores, and the Rams lead 7-2.
Lamar leading scorer with 4 there, Michael.
Now they fire it to Fitzroy on the baseline. Kicked it back out. Jumper by Neal is missed. Then Martin clears it. Out to Rieger. So without Mitch, I told RJ, so that 18 you put in against Deer Lakes will take.
Yep. Right there, Mike. See now, look, see how he controls everything from there?
And there's Martin cleaning up the garbage.
And that's how you execute it, Mike. Once he gets the ball in that short corner.
And you know what? It's a great time to see something like that. It's better than practice. You get a defense you don't see all the time and a chance to work on it. They may see this later on. You never know.
And the first look is Levante duck and dot. They saw it one time before, Mike. They saw it against Cheswood Christian Academy.
That's
in the
right.
second quarter, they hung 35 on them playing that.
Steal by Boda. Now it's stolen back by Baum. Stolen back by Knee. Ahead to McCamey.
Look at that.
Back to Martin
with the extra.
Martin missed it. Tries again, missed it. Somebody's going to have to corral it, and Knee does. Knee down low, Martin. He shoots and scores and draws the foul.
And the one thing I love about this offense, Mike, it's very easy to teach kids because it's not a player movement offense. It's a ball movement offense. If you watch, and you'll see here, they basically play a triangle. I call it 4 high, because you got 4 high and you got the short corner. You keep the ball moving and you're in good shape. Speaking of good shape, attention you high school seniors, you can learn the skills you need to start a career in the high-demand field of healthcare in less than a year. Serving the Kids Get Out for over 35 years, Career Training Academy provides the tools and support you need to start a professional career in medical or dental assisting, medical billing, coding, or massage therapy. Probably the nice we moved. Our new location is Hillcrest Plaza, Lowborough on January 4th. We moved in. Visit our web site at careerta.edu or give them a call at 724-337-1000. Your career is waiting for you at Career Training Academy. And Mike, we are halfway through the semester. They're only 1 month. So the good news is they only can put up for 1 month at a time. And we move on.
Levante Martin at the line.
They're called mods. There we go.
Levante is
1 for 1.
Put that together. 3-point play. Rams lead 12-2.
There goes a long leak out.
It is, and this is to Wingard, and he lays it up and in finally. Dylan Wingard scored 12 last night of the 47. And he got loose in the lane, hit it off the back rim, and Galloway has the rebound. Steal by Rieger. Stepped right in front of the pass.
Yep.
And Matt Gorley already getting a sub ready. He didn't like that at all. First 2 for RJ. And another steal and basket is good that time by McCamey.
With an early
Thanks to the guys with the board with the quick finger, because I was looking down. I didn't see it. Jumper by Neal is missed. They battle for it on the floor. And Fitzroy comes away with it, the young sophomore. Put it up and missed the shot. It's tipped out of bounds. Your buddy Joe Strednick makes the call. Belongs to the Vikings. 3:41 left first quarter. The Rams lead by 12. And Braden Timmons. Braden had 23 in the game out of Apollo last year. He was one of the few Rams that had a good night. And I think he made probably 16 of those from the foul line. If you remember, he was there all night. He was having all kind of troubleshooting foul shots. And they kept fouling him. But luckily, he got it worked out before the playoffs started. That was the last game before the playoffs. The Rams are more interested in that.
Look out, Loretta.
McCamey, look out!
Rim rejected.
That's going to be Apollo's ball.
Now I got a kid in 8th grade that does that, Mike. Johnny Christ, 2 dunks so far.
Kristen Schultz is in the lineup. He's 24. Now they come forecourt, and Schultz has the basketball. Rams knock it out of bounds over there. 16-4, Highlands by 12. 3:18 left first quarter. Rams trying to win their 10th in a row for the first time since 2011. 2008, I'm sorry, I shortchanged them. 2008, that was the year that they lost to Greensburg-Salem in the quarterfinals out at Baldwin, where it was a petri dish and everyone gets sick. There's a 3 train from the left wing by Orquist. The 5'10 senior, his first basket of the night. It's 16-7. Rieger, long skip pass over to Boda. He drains a 3 from the left elbow. That's another thing against Stones. Elbows are open for 3-pointers.
5 guys on the board already, Mike.
19-7 Highlands. Well, it came up on Baum that time, but he was able to control it. And Fitzroy puts it on the floor. Steal by Knee. A Knee threw it right up into his chin. Lead it ahead to Boda. Drives, lays, scores. 5 points for Ryan. Matches his output of a night ago in Saxonburg. 21-7. Rams by 2 touchdowns.
And again, Mike, all 5 starters have scored.
Baseline, knocked out of bounds. Highlands will get it. Levante Martin, Tyler Groschel's in the lineup.
Galloway checks back in for Apollo.
For who?
And Dylan Wingard back in. I think I can look eye to eye to Dylan. And he takes it.
I hope everybody hangs around for the 3rd quarter, Mike. I got a great trivia question for you. Courtesy of George Gatto. He wants to get you, he said.
Galloway off the glass. The bank is open.
You got to call it.
Late banking hours in Natrona Heights, 21-9. Long cross court, and it's tipped out of bounds. Oh, I thought Galloway got the last piece of it, but they say Grosholz did. Highlands by 12, 2 minutes left first quarter.
George's book, by the way, is still available. Mike Costello Printing in Trentham still has copies available. He's working on a new book now, Mike. It's 125th anniversary New Kensington.
I
It's all
understand.
about the history of New Kensington.
That's excellent. You know, I understand writing books is very difficult. Here's Mark. Drives to the basket, lays it up and scores and draws the foul. 7 early for Levante, averaging 10, and it's 23-9.
70% of the way there, Mike.
All the fouls, all 3 fouls against Apollo Ridge so far, and that's 2 on Dylan Wingard. Gavin Baum has picked up the other. Rieger will sit down and knee back in. Grosholz has moved his way into the 7-man tonight.
Yep.
Taking Mitch's place. Mitch will be rested and ready to go for Friday night at Hampton. Big showdown battle there. Oh, great hustle by Boda. And he goes up about 3-4 rows across the way. Knocks that one out of bounds.
Highlands yet to commit a turnover, Mike. 4-6 already. That's been a big number for them.
Yeah, that has really been, I'd say defensively, their most important statistic.
No doubt about it.
Schultz saved it on the far side. Got it to Wingard with a jumper. In and out, no good. Rebound. Saved over there by Fitzroy. Put the shot up and missed it. And here comes knee back the other way. Splits a double team, drives it in, missed it.
What I like about it, Mike, they convert often, too.
Here's Boda for 3, off the back rim. Grosholz high up for the
fighting
rebound.
each other, Mike.
I know, and Martin got it, and what's the call? A travel. Really? The ball was bouncing, wasn't it?
I agree.
I'm not going to get on John Jiraki. We haven't seen John in quite a while.
No. And I won't say anything, Mike, for the simple reason I think it happened before that. But you're right. You put the ball down.
And these guys were 16-7 a year ago. Tied for second behind Greensburg Central, who's right back up there again. And they've lost Trey Tipton, Alex Smith, and Michael Persick, and that's a big reason that they've struggled. Follow-away jumper by Rumbaugh misses. I know I can look Corey eye to eye.
They list Tim at 5'5".
Here's Boda back the other way, didn't he?
That's legit. Look
I
at
posted
that.
Timmons. Nice look to
Baby.
Martin. Well, that worked a couple times last night. You get the 2 bigs in there and you do the high-low game.
There were steps there.
Good job by Galloway, though, to get it across. Right side, and Rumbaugh lets it go. Off the rim, no good. Grosholz the rebound.
Numbers are there if he gets it out.
Out to Knee. Knee puts it on the floor. Now goes to Timmons, lays it up. Oh, there's a lid on it. Martin had it blocked by Galloway, and the Vikings have it.
Martin was just in a bad spot, Mike. He was too far
Too close.
into the basket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Dylan away.
look at Bodie, prize it away. Now Martin. Out to Grosholz, 3-on-2. Back out to Knee. Trying to go to Grosholz, but Fitzroy's got those long arms.
He needs to take that shot, Mike.
Galloway lays it in. No, he doesn't either. There's a lid on it on both ends. And Galloway's down and he's hurt. Knee stops and pops. Timmons a rebound. Timmons, nobody can score.
He's just mad
Timmons
now.
gets it back.
There you go. Ooh.
Timmons is fouled.
Watch that hand.
5 seconds left of the first quarter.
Watch that hand. Wow.
Blue 14.
Wingrave picks up his first. Team 4th.
That's on Fitzroy, 14.
14?
Yeah. And Braden missed the first one. 23-9. Highlands by 14. Matches their longest lead. 5 seconds left first quarter. There is a lid on it. Martin gets it back. Rolls it out here to Boda. Lets it go at the buzzer. It's off the back rim, and that's the end of the first quarter with a score. Highlands 23 and Apollo Ridge 9. In the nation, it's dedicated licensed professionals protecting your family. Nationwide Insurance, we just call them agents. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency want to help you relieve some of the stress involved with insuring your new teen drivers. Ask about the Nationwide Insurance Young Driver Discount. When you compare, no one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. Join the nation that cares. Call your hometown agents, John and Mel, 724-224-4300. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side.
Last night in section action, Mike Burrow pounded Freeport 59-43. Talk about a ponding. Hampton 96, Deer Lakes 56, and Mars beat Valley 70-25. Nothing close to that tonight in section. Hey Rick, can you get a shot across the way in the first row. There's a young man with a basketball there.
Is it TC?
That is TC Walker, Mike, and he is our biggest fan, and he's our youngest fan, and he's our most recent fan. He's over there with the grandpap, Clark Shoemaker.
Yeah. I saw Clark and Michael last night.
Yep, they've been coming to all the games lately, and TC loves hoops. He's in the district, Mike. I think he's in 3rd or 4th grade, so a future Ram. So we're glad to have him on board.
And tell Dom to get out of his way. We're trying to
come on.
Dom's hogging the glory here.
He's a lot of wave.
So they're checking the arrow.
Yeah, White got the tip.
No, you got the tip. No, Blue got the tip. Blue got the tip.
Yeah, you got the tip.
Yeah, they did.
Nice try, Pat. Matt Gorley helping over there.
That's a good guy. We have had him here for the Cager, and a lot of fun. Rieger's threes in and out.
Oh.
Tip no good. Shooting percentage has got to be. I can't wait to talk to Meaner at halftime.
Oh, there
Finally, that's Martin.
Martin, yep. He's got 9, Mike.
25-9. Now they go far side to Winger, puts up a runner. He missed it. It's rebounded by Martin. Out to Rieger.
I'll tell you one thing, we can't shoot like this on Friday, Mike.
Fired it over to Need. There'll be a little more intensity Friday. Inside to McCamey, he missed it. And rebounded by Fitzroy. Out to Wingard, back to Galloway against Martin, drives to the basket, lays it up and scores. Boy, he's got some moves. Galloway's got 6, and it's 25-11.
Only a junior, too, Mike.
And they got some size with these guys, too. Fitzroy's 6'4", sophomore.
He's a senior.
And he climbs the ladder to get that pass. Baseline McCamey.
Nice drop off. Oh, one too many.
Deflection pass by Martinka to knee. And it goes in.
Right up and
Now, does Martinka, he gets an assist on that?
Yeah, off his head.
Yes. 5 points for Jamison, 27-11. They lead it ahead, and Martinka stole it and did keep it.
8 turnovers now for Paul Ridge, only 1 for Highlands.
Tom will be happier about that one. Knee all the way to the basket, no. Rebound, McCamey puts it up, missed it. Well, the Rams are getting a lot of shots and a lot of rebounds. Lead it out ahead, and this is Brady Neal. Neal goes in against Rieger with a scoop and puts it in.
Nice move by Brady Neal.
27-13.
He carries it like a football, Mike.
Look at that move by McCamey.
Lamar with 8.
Is averaging 6. He's already blown by that. Now driving to the basket is Gavin Baum, and he's fouled on his way in at 6:07 left of the first half. Well, if you haven't looked outside, it snowed. It's going to snow some more, and this is truly the dead of winter. So there's no better time than right now to step into Highland Tire and see why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993. That's 23 consecutive years. A dedicated service team will take care of your needs with a level of professionalism seldom seen in the tire industry. You can visit HighlandTire.com and get directions to the Highland Tire location nearest you, or you can call them in Trenton at 724-224-9222 or Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price, we deliver. And Lamar McCamey trying to deliver a rebound, but it goes off his hand out of bounds. As Baum missed both. The Rams continue to lead by 16 at 6:04 left first half. Trying to win their 10th straight. Here's a number for you. I'll wait till we get a break because this is too good. It's going to be our Comcast stat of the night. Fitzroy. This is what you do when you're up till 1 o'clock in the morning because you have 2 nights in a row.
Nice pressure by Dom.
Orquist now able to save it over to Wingard. Now Galloway with a pass on the blocks into Wingard. He couldn't do anything with it. Galloway steps back and hits it too. Galloway's impressive, Dean.
Yeah.
We may be seeing him in March.
We got a date on the Cager yet?
29-15. Yeah, it's moved up a week earlier this year because Easter's in March.
High-low, there you go.
Back to the corner. Rieger's open. Here's his 3. It's down. Rattles home. R.J. Rieger with 5. And it's 32-15. 17-point Highlands lead. Now Fitzroy threw it off of Boda's foot out of bounds. Boda very active defensively as usual.
All of our starters scored, Mike, and everybody has at least 5 points. And we still have 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Now Rumbaugh fought through the double team and got it to Fitzroy. Lets a 3 go. Off the rim. Boda tipped it out of bounds, and Apollo Ridge will keep it at 5:01 first half. You believe there's only 2.5 weeks to go?
Amazing, huh? Goes by so fast. Put a lot of work into it, that's for sure.
Fitzroy baseline and gets shut off by Timmons. This is a good, and we talked about it last night, and then I was reading Georgia's story in the paper where Coach Stosh says that Braden needs to get into, get basketball shape, and this is a very important night for him to be out there. I think double dribble on Corey Rumbaugh out top, turns it over, and that'll be good for him. I mean, he's been working out and working, but it's different than actual game action.
Yep.
This is easily this and hockey, the two physically most demanding sports, I think.
Short corner, there you go, Mike.
Oh, it came off of Braden. I think now there's where the hand, was an issue. Yep. Galloway back the other way. Kicked it back out top to Orquist. He lets it go. It's 3. It's off the front rim. Timmons the rebound. Rams got to be killing him on the boards. Boda to McCamey down low. McCamey is going to get fouled on the baseline by Kyle Fitzroy. That'll be his second, team 5th.
Blue 14.
McCamey and Martinka come out. Groschel and Need check back in.
Here's Rieger, corner to Boda. Boda around the man. It's tipped. He's all right. Yep. RJ goes backcourt. Coach Rieger, he knows the rules.
We had a great game with him the other day.
Knee left elbow, fires it long one, missed it off the back rim. It's rebounded by Brady Neal. Forecourt Jake Orquist. Less than 4 to go first half. Highlands by 17. Wingard hooks a pass inside for Orquist. Now goes to Fitzroy with a baseline jumper. It's off the rim, and here comes Timmons, and the Rams want to push it.
Here we go.
Here's Knee. Corner to Groschels. Here's the 3 on the way. It's off the rim. Weak side rebound by Neal. But the Rams pry it away. Here comes Rieger again. It's off the rim. Tipped. And Fitzroy. Long arms on him. He and Galloway can cause some problems in there.
Getting great looks, Mike. Have 32 points, can't complain, but boy, a lot of good looks going down.
Now
on the baseline.
Stepping on the baseline on the far side of the court is Brady Neal. He turns it over. At 3:23 remaining.
Brady going to check out. Mike, I got taken the woodshed. It's Tyler Groschel.
Groschels. So I've been saying Groschels, so I apologize.
We got to get him right, they said. Next year, we're going to say his name a lot.
We're saying it a lot now. He's been very good. Now Boda steps back for 3, in and out. Boy, that had a good look. Martin the rebound.
Ooh,
I'll tell you what, Levante's missed a bunch of close ones tonight.
Got to clean that up for Friday. Here
Steal
we go.
by Knee. Leads it ahead to Rieger. Rieger with a lay-in. 7 for RJ. 11 away from that 18 he promised. 34-15. He didn't promise, I made him.
Still by RJ, 12 turnovers.
Rieger drives in, kicked it back out for Knee, but good defensive play by Wingard, hustling over near the Witucky doors and knocks it out of bounds.
Turnovers 12-2, Mike. That can make up for a lot of missed shots.
PNC Park has the Clemente wall, we have the Witucky doors. Right where Ryan is.
Yep, many times. A variety of Witucky.
Especially Brad.
Brad was number 1.
He went out there into the snow many a time.
I think Clark was 2.
Oh, Clark was like that too.
Clark
just wanted to score. Yeah. Boda missed the 3, but look at Groschels with that rebound won't go. Try again.
Third time's a charm.
How many layups have we missed tonight? Goodness. Boda out to Rieger. We'll take another look. 2.5 to go first half. Knee out of the corner is going to let it fly. Oh, he missed everything. Corey Rumbaugh on the weak side rebounding. Nearly a steal by Knee. Rumbaugh lets a 3 go. It's off the back rim.
Pushy.
High off the glass. Fitzroy puts it down and draws the foul.
Fitzroy didn't push off once, Mike. He did it twice.
Correct.
RJ going to get a break.
Camey back in there.
13 layups, I've been told.
Steve would have it. 34-18.
He's amazing.
Groschel's right side. Out top to Knee. Left elbow to Boda. He telegraphed it. Yeah. Stepping in front to steal it is Bond. But Groschel stole it back. Behind the back he goes. Now to Boda. To Martin. I think Levante might as well just take a 3.
Yeah. Look at
Great
me.
move by knee.
He's got 7.
Made a little in and out maneuver there, and it's 36-18. Double team in the backcourt. Knee tries to steal it away, so did Levante, but 10-second call. Levante was trying to wrestle it out of there, but it was 10 seconds, and the Rams will take that one.
He's got 14 turnovers now. We've only committed 3.
See what I did there?
Oh, look, TC got the inbound it, Mike.
He did.
How about that?
I think a TC defender at all the sports games. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to talk to him. What a character. No, I just picked up a conversation. I just started talking to him one day. He's a pretty funny guy.
All right.
Go Schultz.
Short corner offense. Skip pass. Skip. Down, diagonal, down.
Ooh, back rim. Everything was perfect, but it didn't go in.
Getting great looks, Mike.
They are, aren't they? Rumbaugh's in trouble backcourt. Double team.
At 5-5, it's hard to get around.
And he finally does get it to Wingard, and they get it across to Fitzroy. Fitzroy baseline. 1 minute left, first half. We're way behind on. We're going to have a special commercial reading for you at halftime. We'll have lots of them. Fitzroy got it back. Right side, Neal lets it go. It's Dipper in and out. Rebound knee.
Numbers, Mike, 1 on 4.
Knee all the way in, and he got hammered.
Foul.
He'll shoot too.
Let me tell you about the anchor.
Let's talk about food.
Winter night, want a great home cooked meal without doing the cooking? Try the anchoring on Freeport Road in Natrona Heights. Joe and Indy continue that family tradition. Started way back in the year of my birth, 1953. Try the original anchor burger served with thinly sliced ham and cheese with their signature wings, AK Valley style, full wings, not pieces. And every night there's a blue plate special for you. No reservation needed. The kitchen's up to 11. So make sure to stop by the Anchor Inn after the game and discuss the Rams' push to the playoffs. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. We'll be there Friday night as always.
Knee 1 out of 2. He's got it up over 70%. Timmons got the rebound, and he's going to drain a 3. Well, that'll just work out just fine.
Yep.
That's 11 for Jamison the Magician.
Yep.
40-18. Clock down to 30 seconds, and now Paula Ridge passes it to Don Martinka. Unfortunately, wasn't in the game yet, and he's on the other team.
15th turnover, Mike. It's been ugly.
Mike Gaffney with the basketball over there. We have 28 seconds. Rams have the basketball. The arrow belongs to Apollo Ridge.
Ursic now in the short corner.
Timmons just missed it. Ursic will try again. Sean gets it to go down. His first basket of the night.
6'4" sophomore. Hope we're saying his name correctly.
We are. 42-8. I checked that out last year. I had that confirmed. 5 seconds. Got to be aware of the clock. Orquist jacks up a long 3. It's no good, but it hit the top of the board. Highlands has 5/10. There's still time to catch and shoot.
Now hit the black bar up there, Mike. The top of the rim is okay. The back bar is okay.
Right, it's the black bar, and it is behind. You probably can't tell on TV, but it is behind. Boda! Ooh, that kind of gave me a little scared.
There you go.
First half is over. The Rams with a 42-18 lead. Give me time to tell you about the Wireless Zone. The Wireless Zone is your Verizon wireless headquarters. It's the place with the hottest devices at the coolest prices. Smartphones, iPads, tablets, all the latest accessories. You can stop into the Wireless Zone today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 13 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Rams fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in the Walmart Plaza, next to GNC, or at Pittsburgh Mills Mall, next to JCPenney's and across from Victoria's Secret. If you have any wireless questions, you can contact John Mason today, although I think he's in Virginia right now. Yes. Drop him a line, jmwzone@yahoo.com. Halftime at Ram Marina, Highlands 42, Apollo Ridge 18. Back with stats right after this. Back in Highlands for the second half, non-section game, midweek on a snowy Wednesday night. Mike Pavlik, Mike Choma with you. Ricky Saffer upstairs. Rams leading at 42-18 at halftime. Jamison with 11 points, a leading scorer for Highlands so far. Levante Martin with 9, Lamar McCamey with 8. And that's what leads the way for Highlands so far. For Apollo Ridge, Lloyd Galloway has 6, and he's their leading scorer right now. Trying to move this this along quickly.
Yeah,
it's like I broke the rule and took a peek, and it's just lightly flurrying a little bit. There's not a whole lot going on. Now we had an issue.
Well, Mike, what happens is they shut the clock off, that clock automatically goes off.
I see.
Internal timer, and that's the problem. When you try to start quick,
And that's what happens.
that becomes an issue.
So now we'll try it for real. They loop it in and
Oh,
look
here
out.
we come, baby.
We haven't had one in a while.
Yep.
Fitzroy has it right in front of us, and Martin, a couple big bodies. I worry for my safety. Oh, he
look at that
stole
one
it
up.
right in front of Matt Gorley. Martin, Rieger,
Extra pass.
McCamey.
Nice job.
Looked like the Globetrotters on that one.
Everybody touched it, Mike. It's a beautiful thing.
McCamey into double figures with 10.
Coaches love to see that.
44-18 Highlands. Steal by knee. Stepped right in front of Fitzroy and leads the pack.
He's got 13.
46-18.
And Mike, the Mercer rule is 40. So we got a little way to go here.
Right. Off the move. Nice jumper by Neal. The sophomore cans it. He's got 4 off the bench from Matt Gorley. 46-20. Now a long 3 by knee is missed, but Martin climbed through there to get it. Fitzroy tried to steal it off of him, but it's knocked out of bounds, and Highlands will keep it at 7:05 to go here in the third period.
And again, hang around. I got a dandy trivia question for you.
Here's Martin. Tried to flip it back out. It's deflected and stolen by Rumbaugh. Now McCamey, my goodness, can he sky?
Only the 4th turnover, Mike, but they got it right back. They've forced 17 so far.
Rieger high posted to Martin. Right corner, there's Boda. Here it comes, and down it goes. Boda hits another one. He's got his first basket since the first quarter. He's only scoring in the odd quarters, and it's 49-20. Galloway stops and pops. He drains it. He's got
double
10.
figures, yes.
And I've been impressed. Boda's thinking about it. Off the front rim. Rebound Martin. Out to Rieger. Long cross court to Boda. Got a man up in the air. Kicked it back to Rieger. Tried to go inside to Martin, but a good defensive play by Neal to kick it out of bounds.
You got these small crowds, Mike. Your coaches say things, and one thing when Boda touched the ball, they holler shooter.
Yes. Friday night, Apollo Ridge will be at Shadyside Academy. Shadyside right now is in second place. Greensburg Central's 15-1. Boda for 3, nothing but nylon.
He's got 11.
And he gets them in bunches. He went 3 in a row. He's got 1 more to go.
Get one.
Schultz stops and pops for 3 and missed it, and Rieger cleared the boards. Highlands by 30 without Mitch Desort. Rieger goes all the way in with a runner. He missed it. Rebound, and McCamey's going to chase it down. Knee. Back out to Rieger. Lost his dribble and threw it away. Biggest mistake I think high school players make is giving up their dribble too fast. It takes an option away from you. Here's Schultz. Nice pass to Galloway, and it settles for him. Nice assist by Schultz. Galloway with the finish, and it's 52-24. Rieger 30 feet away from the basket, took a look at it, high posting it to Martin. Back to Boda, here it comes, off the rim. Rebound McCamey. Missed the shot. Tip is put up and in by, was that knee or Martin? That was blocked. That was Martin.
He's got 11. Still.
Everybody getting into double figures. Boda.
Nice pass.
Knee, yes. 15 for Jamison, 56-24.
They share the ball so well, Mike. Very unselfish.
I was talking to Steve before the game about that. Everybody gets their shots.
Yep.
Nobody can complain they don't get enough shots. Any particular night, any of them can score 20.
Now, Riga complained that Levante took that rebound away from him.
Oh, Roger, just do that. Oh, dipper. I thought that was going in. It's tipped out, and McCamey saves it. Now corner to knee. Back out to Rieger. Rieger for 3. It's a dipper. Tipped around. Knee tipped it. Martin has it. Martin scores. And Matt Gorley wants to talk it over.
I think you just want to get some subs in, Mike. Gives us a chance to talk about B&E Home Renovations. Are you ready for that new home addition? Kitchen, bathroom, or game room? Then let the licensed professionals at B&E Home Renovations be your first and only call. B&E's top priority is customer service. Their experienced local crew guarantees your job will be completed on time, exactly the way you want it. Visit their website today at benehomerenovations.com for money-saving offers on already reasonable prices. Give Brian a call at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate. B&E Home Renovations, where the B is always busy.
Always. Indeed. Here's my stat. It's the Comcast stat of the night. We're going to bring that back for a night. Highlands has finished the last two games, the Freeport game and the Knott game, on a combined run of 63-25. They finished up the Freeport game 33-11, and then last night finished up the Knott game 30-14. You talk about closing fast. You know what that tells me? That tells me they're in condition.
Yep.
And it's a pet peeve of mine with the Penguins. And these guys are in condition. They are able to finish. Fitzroy's in a little bit of trouble backcourt, and he got it to Rumbaugh. Halfway through the third, Highlands already scored 16 points in this quarter. Steal by Timmons. Loops it up to Rieger. Rieger's got Fitzroy ahead of him. He drives all the way in, and Fitzroy said, "Get that out of here." He also fouled him, but that's beside the point.
And JR has to do that, Mike. He had him on his hip. You got to take him in the basket.
Well, RJ wasn't afraid, that's for sure.
Should have drew the foul, as you mentioned. Well, Mike, this is payback for the beatdown from last year.
The score of that game was 70-56, but it was worse than that. It was 37-15 at halftime. It was ugly.
Kind of like the Pitt game yesterday, huh?
That was ugly, too. It was the worst loss in at Peterson Event Center.
Levante Phil.
Three ball missed it. Rebound tipped around. Timmons fights it away. Timmons goes up and scores. Oh, is he a bull in there? It's his first basket of the night. 60-24. Knee tipped it out of bounds. Grosschultz will give Rieger a rest.
Seventh Ram to score. Seven-man rotation.
Before long, baseball teams will be doing that. Seven-man rotation. Nobody will throw 150 innings.
Would you still pay him $100 million?
By the way, I have baseball news. I'll give that to you in a minute. I remember that. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. McCamey coming over here. Comes Cuz. I wouldn't have survived that one.
The papers are still blowing in the breeze.
I wouldn't have survived that one. Here's a baseball note. Antonio Bastardo has signed a 2-year contract with the New York Mets. I informed Mr. Meaner of this.
Bastardo.
Pitched well for them late in the season, the Pirates. He really did. He was a mess in spring training and early in the season. There's Galloway, blocked by Timmons. And they call the foul on Braden.
Not protecting the hand like he did last week, Mike.
Must be feeling better, Dan.
I hope.
Galloway at the line. No, he didn't. How about that? He talked him into it.
Got Mike to take it back.
Galloway will get another. A 35-point Highlands lead as they go for win number 10 in a row. It'll make them 14-3, and those will be 14 out of 15 after they lost the 2 games at the opening tournament. McCamey with a nice pass to Martinka. Timmons got another crack at it. Galloway fights it out of there, and we have a foul on Highlands backcourt. It's McCamey.
Yeah, that's a hustle foul there, Mike. You'll live with those.
Jake Orquist plays catch with Galloway backcourt. Now he gets it across. He's got 3 Rams in his way, and blocked by Timmons. Galloway falls in a heap under the hoop. Timmons must have 5 blocks tonight.
At least.
Baum gets it in now and gets it back. Out top for Orquist. Lost the handle for a second. Now he's in a double team and in trouble. And goes over and back. That's great defense by Grosschultz and Boda.
20 turnovers to 5, Mike.
That becomes an issue. Knees in there. Boat arrests. Friday night.
Hey, Biggie. Top 5 in AAA, Mike. Newcastle, 74-42 winner over Central Valley. Beaver Falls, 70-42 winner over Blackhawk.
Knee all the way in, lays it up and scores. He puts it under his arm, gets the first down, and then lays it in.
Yep. Last 3 in top 5, Mike, all out of our section. Mars, Highlands, Hampton. I mean, there's 5 sections, and only 2 have teams in the top 5.
And Highlands is 3 in MSA now. They passed Mars.
How about that? Man, Timmons went
gets
down.
Knocked down, but
no call.
They fire it ahead. Oh, great save by Knee. Groschholz with the lay, and oh, that's beautiful. And he draws the foul. Oh, what a save by Knee.
Groschel with his first basket, but the magician laid it right on the rope to him, Mike.
He did. That was a tremendous job on his part. So Tyler will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Yes. Harry Houdini.
I was thinking more of the Tricks Rabbit.
I want to see his lovely assistant. 65-25, Dean. We're in.
It is running.
Here's Galloway.
We'll be home early tonight.
I predicted 8:30. We might have a shot.
My mother used to always say, my shows are on.
Yeah, my grandma used to say her stories. And those are soap operas. My grandmother was, and we would have a fight with the TV because my parents were working, and in the summertime I'd stay at my grandparents. We could have an issue.
You knew more about Guiding Light than you ever wanted to know.
Guiding Light, Edge of Night, Secret Storm, I think it was.
Secret Storm was a classic.
Yeah. I watched Guiding Light all the way through high school, college. I loved it. I watched it till it went off the air. Knee, nice job. Puts it in. She got me hooked on that one, and I never got off it.
Guess what I got to see?
What's
Gypsy
that?
with
with
Reba and Josh. And they were good.
Kim Zimmer.
Yep. There's another
Tremendous.
still.
Lead it ahead to Rieger, but I don't think he's going to be first there. Look at that hustle by Brady Neal to get back there and make the play. As a coach, when you're down big like this, that's what you want to see. You want to see the kids that are out there laying it on the line for you. Robert Newman is Josh. That's it. Kim Zimmer and Robert Newman. See, I told you I watched that show.
It was fun. It was like watching Guiding Light do Gypsy.
Rieger got it to Boda. Here it comes for 3. It's off the rim. They try to tip it. They're going to get McCamey.
Yep, that's number 3 on Cuz over the back that time.
Got him with the body.
Mike, here's what we're going to have to explain soon. I don't know if you want to do it tonight or not with the clock running. We've got 5 sections, and 4 teams making from each section. So there's 20 pigtail games, right?
Right. 24 seconds. Here's Orquist.
The ideal number is 16.
Right. You always get it down to 16. And Matt Gorley wants to set a play up here. 18 seconds.
That's how you teach him.
Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph want to welcome you to Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. It's a brand new name, the same great services the Lucchinos have been providing the AK Valley for decades. Still affiliated with New York Life, the Lucchinos can expand your investment and insurance needs to incorporate some of the biggest names in the industry while still giving you the peace of mind that comes with hometown service. If you've been paying any attention to the markets, trust me, Joe's going to help you. Joe's going to help you out. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or you can call Joe at 724-224-8908 or Joseph at 412-818-7398. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial Services put you on the road to financial stability today. It's like everybody's always thrilled about how low the gas prices have gotten, but there's a yin to that yang.
Diversify, diversify, diversify. You're going to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And a lot of cash. I always say I collect pictures of dead presidents on green cloth.
So we'll see what Matt Gorley's drawing up here. They'll still have a chance if they could just get themselves back in. They're going to need to knock one team off. And then because of weather, they finish up the last 3 games, 2 against Summit, 1 against South Allegheny the last week of the season. 3 teams they can beat, so there's still that chance that they can get themselves at least into a tie with
There you go, Mike, and he got it.
Beautifully.
There you go, just like you drew it up.
And Neal nicely. Now the Rams have 8 seconds. They have time.
Congratulations, Matt. That was a good play.
Groschholz to Tonelli. His 3 is down.
Baby.
Christian Tonelli lets it go. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Wow. Did they have that part drawn up?
They love that one.
Highlands 70 and Apollo Ridge 27.
That's it.
I didn't have Christian in my book.
I got him in there now with the
Put him
3.
down. Let's finish up this business. We saw Glenn Mills, and he made sure to tell him about your toque.
I did.
Which is excellent.
It's a
B&J Sports, 1605 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights, serving our local teams and the great sports fans of the Valley for 5 decades. When it comes to all your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. This is a good time for knit caps and things of that nature, jackets to try to keep you a little bit warm while it's all breaking loose outside. Glenn and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Heck, they'll even, and so personal, they'll even personalize it for you like my hat.
There you go. Mike Sumner got his name on the back of the hat. That's
Stop in today or give Glenn a call, 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports.
And when you're sporting a schmohawk like I am, Mike, you need that out there on these cold winter nights. Now to trivia, courtesy of George Guido. We know Tom Kipton holds the WPL scoring record with 2,838.
He does.
We know who he passed. Who was that?
Don Hennon.
Where'd he go to high school?
Wampum?
You got him. Wampum, he had 2,000.
You know who else went to Wampum? Richie Allen.
That's right. Now here's the trivia question, Mike. Since Tom's done it, 3 other guys have passed Don Hennon. Name one of them.
Since Pipkins has done it.
Since Pipkins.
Is Drew Schiaffino one of them?
No, but he's on the list. He's in the top 10.
I have the list in my back. Because Micah didn't. But here's Groschels. Now to Ursig.
And a JV game is broken out here, Mike. Dommy.
First 2 for Dominic Martinka tonight. And the Rams, everybody's on the board.
Yep, we're going to have a lot of work tonight.
10 players. The Rams need to match Apollo Ridge getting 11 in that they had last year. Rams have 10 guys score. Ooh. It's loose, and Ursig has it. Here's Groschels with an in and out move, but it's stolen off of him. Nicely by Orquist. Orquist tries all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. 5 points for Jake, and it's 72-29. Man, I'm struggling now. Groschels, 3-ball, air ball.
I'll give you a big hint.
Weak side rebound for Wingard.
One is institutionalized in Atlanta, Georgia.
There's a shot missed.
Got to get him over the top. No.
And the rebound, Groschels has it. He's institutionalized in Atlanta, Georgia.
Against his own will, by the way.
Obviously.
You never volunteer for that. They say marriage is a great institution, but it needs to be an institution.
Yeah, exactly. You need to be an institution. Orquist, right side for Fitzroy. Where'd he go to high school? I don't know.
Duquesne zone. Nice steal by Ursig.
But Orquist gets it back. Over to Neal. Right side Fitzroy. Baum the rebound and pulls it back out. Turnaround left-handers down. Gavin Baum's first basket of the night. I have no idea.
He played at Duquesne. That was the weird thing. Went to Duquesne High School, played at Duquesne University. And now he's living in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, so I've heard. Martinka, his second one of the night. I have no idea.
Address unknown, as they would say. 30-second timeout. Kevin Price, Mike.
Okay, I don't remember.
Now, there's another Kevin on the list.
White coach, 30-second timeout.
He had, by the way, 2006-35. Our next Kevin had 2006-12. Now, if I give you the high school, I know you'll know it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Nishanik.
No clue.
Kevin Covert. What a name.
Yeah.
I got to admit, Mike, I never heard of him.
Neither have I.
Now, you've heard of the last guy. I think we saw this guy play. Don't swear
How
to it.
about T.J. McConnell?
No, not on the list. This guy had 2,429 points for Bell Vernon. I think we saw him play.
The only only guy I remember from Bell Vernon is Cam Tito because he lit us up for over 40 out of North Hills. But Highlands did win that night.
Yeah, that was a great
like
game.
A double overtime game or something. Yeah.
We could not stop that guy.
I was sidelines that night. He came. That was the night that Brad Watucky came literally into my legs.
He was in fuego as
he was.
Patrick.
That was a heck of a basketball game. Here's Fitzroy baseline. Tried to kick it back outside. Groschel's got a piece of it. So
yep, 2 tips.
Palm able to go back and get it. I don't know. How about a first name? I don't know.
Vince.
I'm getting killed. I have no idea.
Everybody in Bell Vernon is named Vince or Cam, by the way.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Christian Tonelli now. Back to Groschels. Took a look at the basket. Driving in Timmons. Up off the glass and in.
Ready now with 4.
He's a handful.
Yep.
76-31.
Vince Graham, Mike.
Oh, good for him. No clue.
When I looked at the list, I said, there's no way he's going to get it. So Georgia got him.
He did.
And his book, again, is available Costello Printing. Makes a great Valentine's gift, huh, Mike?
Exactly.
For that special sports fan in your life.
So Tonelli got it, tipped it up in the air from Neal.
14. 14 hit it.
Well, there's 2 14s out there. So
He meant 14 blue. It was Kyle Fitzroy. Highlands keeps it. 4:22 remaining. The clock winds down. Highlands leads it 76-31. Mitch Desort, if you joined us late, or if you've been with us the whole night, did not dress tonight. You're going to rest that finger. He's asked him before the game. He says feeling good, so that's good. He's given it an extra night.
Yep, don't want to take a chance with him, Mike.
It'll be all section the rest of the way. Yep. Galloway on the steal.
Walked. The pitter-patter of big feet, Mike.
Turns it over.
And it's turnover 25. Highlands turned it over 7 times.
He's laughing.
He is. I think he knows a couple guys on our team.
Well, Mike Desort was telling me that he was looking forward to seeing Dwayne Brown tonight. Ursig with a nice finish with the left hand. Because Dwayne had played AAU with Mitch. And
what I understood, Mike, he played yesterday, wasn't feeling well, did not go to school today.
We had that with Trey Tipton 2 years ago here. He did not play the game here. The game that Highlands won. Oh, Rouse with the block. I thought I heard body on body. There was nothing there. Again, these referees are attempting to set a land speed record as we've had some snow tonight. And
all right, Mike, now you're going to get tested. Romello Freeman, Logan Christ, and Ryan Signorella check in.
We need one more player to score. So we can get to the 11 that Apollo Ridge had last season.
Logan wears number 11. Let's see what he can do with it.
I want Ryan to score. Here he comes off the screen. Back to Romello, who threw one down in a JV game. He'll take the layup.
Got one here, too. He's number 11, Mike.
This is the Rich Falter answer you used to talk about from last year's beatdown.
Yep.
That was a young Highlands team that was looking forward to the playoffs. That's what happened now.
Yep.
And they looked forward well.
You know what, Mike? In a way, I think that game motivated them for West Mifflin down the road because everybody told them the same exact thing.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Better than you should.
I would have rather that happened that night than happen against West Shamokin because they might have got bounced.
Right.
Mike Nagy's send-off party. Christ dumped it off to Pierce Rouse.
His son's coaching the girls out there.
How about that?
And I'll bet you Mike sneaks in the gym occasionally.
Once
Just
in
take
a
a
while.
again.
Freeman steps back. Here comes the three.
Baby.
It's off the rim. Rouse the rebound.
Come on, Pierce, take it up, baby.
Signorella out to Christ. Christ
not?
lets it
Load
go.
him
It's
up.
short.
Wide right.
Freeman saves it. Runs right into Chuck DeBoer, but now it's saved. Signorella can't get it to go. Rouse the rebound. They're going to get Pierce over the back. So Pierce gets in the book, but he gets in the foul department. 1:20 to go. Highlands 80.
Come in average 73 a game, Mike, so above average.
Apollo Ridge 31. They come in averaging 51. And Rams.
And our against average is 54. That's going down.
Yeah, I was going to say, the little told story about Highlands is how good their defensive record has become. Only allowing 54 a game when you're scoring 73. The statistic people are going to love that.
Lloyd flexing his muscles there. He's having fun, Mike.
He is. I like Lloyd. He had a good night, too. It Matt Corley with a smile. And
13 points lead.
that's all you can do.
Yeah.
They need to get themselves ready. Their goal tonight was to get in here, get some work in, and not get anybody hurt and get ready for section play. They made the playoffs 4 out of Matt's 6 years, and they'd like to get back again. They've made it 3 years in a row, and they got some work to do if they want to make it 4. Now Signorella, right side.
Coach.
Start the bus, Courtney. I saw her over there earlier. I think she had maybe had the wrestling duty tonight. Ursig missed the shot. Fitzroy has it.
What do you want me to take?
We're going to make it at 8:30, aren't we?
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Get in.
Now long 3 fired up by Wingard, in and out. Fitzroy flashes through for the rebound.
Hey.
And they're going to get all the fouls. And the clock's going to run out. They're going to stop it and let Fitzroy shoot his foul shots.
Nobody's happier than number 12 in front of us, Mike. Brady Neal gets to go back in the game.
A reminder, all of our Tuesday games are replayed Thursday nights at 6:30. Our Friday games are replayed the following Wednesday at 6:30. You can see them all on Comcast Channel 190. Fitzroy drains the first. Internet-wise, go to YouTube, go to the Highlands High Football channel, or to goldenrams.com. You go to the athletics drop-down menu and go to videos, athletic games, and they'll be right there for you.
And this is a special one, Mike. Wednesday night's going to give us a Saturday night replay.
Right. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch it on TV, you can do that. There's the horn. This one belongs to the Rams. Highlands 80, Apollo Ridge 33. Dean, final thoughts?
Well, Mike, again, we have a well-oiled machine going, and we're going to keep feeding it, and hopefully Friday night do a little bit better job on making lads. But boy, we're getting great shots. I think we can can some. And again, we played so well against Hampton first time, hung 100 on them, and believe me, I think that has an effect. We'll talk about it Friday.
We will. And the other effect is they're going to be waiting on us. Thanks to Ricky Saffer upstairs for all his help. Once again, that final score, Highlands 80, Apollo Ridge 33. Revenge